Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about Uranus intercepted in the natal horoscope. As most of you know, an interception occurs when you have the sign 30 degrees, all of it completely inside or enclosed house cusp. And interceptions are often about suppression, and the energy is often held back or blocked to some degree when someone has an interception. Now, if somebody has Uranus intercepted in a natal chart, well, the thing is, there may be difficulties connecting or expressing that need for perhaps change, reformation, originality, ingenuity. That side of that person that is unique and original may have difficulty in expressing itself. That need to be somewhat unorthodox, to be different. This person may feel, I guess we could say, feel like maybe not expressing that unique side in front of others, maybe because maybe they feel they might be ridiculed, or maybe they wouldn't be accepted. Perhaps this person may have difficulty maybe in expressing that unique side of his or herself without being, maybe, I guess you could say, criticized for it. There may be a fear of this to some degree. If we look at this Uranus that's intercepted, maybe there might be some freedom issues, independence. Maybe this person might have some difficulty either in expressing issues connected with their own freedom and independence, or maybe have a little bit more difficulty in attaining this, as opposed to somebody that doesn't have Uranus intercepted in their natal chart. If somebody has Uranus intercepted, there might be, maybe this person has that challenge in showing that innovative side to others. Maybe this is somebody that feels like they need to be very conservative or conventional just to maybe appease other people, and might have some reluctance in showing, I guess you could say, that unique side to other people. Now, a lot of this can depend on the house placement and the sign placement a little bit, but Uranus is a generational planet, so I put more significance in this by the house placement as opposed to the sign that it resides in. But I'll give you a couple examples of this by sign and house placement. Now, let's say that somebody has Uranus in Libra in the 4th house. Now, this person may be attracted to unorthodox relationships, or maybe unusual forms of art, such as abstract art, or perhaps the relationships they have may be tied in, or perhaps even unusual ones may be tied in to perhaps chaos in their home, which of course the chaos in the home is connected with the Uranus in the 4th house. Could also maybe be tied into their emotional security, which is associated with the 4th house as well. Perhaps being intercepted, it may be more of a challenge and difficult to deal with these things, however. Now, let's take another example. Let's say somebody has Uranus and Scorpio in the 10th house. Now, this person may have unique ways of solving conundrums. Maybe this person has new ideas associated with Scorpio-like things, such as astrology, the occult, supernatural, even maybe some new or different thoughts regarding death, regarding psychology, investigation. And this may be tied into the person's career, perhaps somehow. Now, being intercepted, however, there may be a little bit more difficulty and suppression in as far as expressing this and into tapping into these things that are associated with Uranus and Scorpio and the 10th house. So there might be, like Uranus in the 10th, someone that might express some innovation qualities in as far as their career, or livelihood goes, but there may be a little bit more difficulty in expressing this due to the fact that it is intercepted. So that's something to consider as far as interceptions go. Now, the positive thing is, I've stated in other videos that with interceptions, it's not, the end of the world having one, because the interception, by progression in a progress chart, the interception, the negative qualities associated with it may be alleviated somewhat through this, and though it doesn't eradicate the interception energy completely, it may help alleviate some of the negativity, and the person will therefore more likely than not be able to deal with it better. And anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Uranus intercepted in a natal chart. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about Neptune intercepted in a natal horoscope. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.